Hey, what's up folks, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna take a look at the top 12 new adventure games for mobile that you should definitely check out. So whether you are into puzzle solving, action-packed adventures or something in between, I have got you covered. So stick with me and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on. This is Jasper and let's begin. Starting off with number 12, The Last Adventure. It's a first-person adventure shooting game. Players will play as lone adventurers in a post-apocalyptic world trying to find a companion. So in the process of walking through cities, canyons, forests and seas in an attempt to find that old scene of belonging, you inadvertently discover your purpose in life. And the game will take you lost in beautiful post-apocalyptic landscapes. So if you love a story-driven shooting game, don't miss this exciting game. Down to number 11, Unholy Adventure Mystery. This one is a point-and-click adventure game with hundreds of storyline puzzles. The game's story is packed with mystery and secret stories, and you will embark on a dangerous adventure full of secret stories and puzzles to save Peter's wife in a surreal world full of retro atmosphere and unforgettable characters. So if you are looking for a story-rich adventure with point-and-click mechanics, then the game has the craziest and most surreal levels to offer you, like mysterious, gloomy city and full of creepy zombies. Next over at number 10, Banana Kong 2. This one is an endless runner that takes players on a wild and wacky adventure through a jungle full of obstacles and dangers. The game features a lovable character named Banana Kong, who is on a quest to collect as many bananas as possible while avoiding obstacles such as pits, builders and other creatures. The game is easy to learn and player can control Banana Kong by swiping up, down, left and right on their screen. And one of the standout features of Banana Kong 2 is the level of customization. Players can unlock different outfits, hats and accessories for Banana Kong, which not only change his appearance but also provide unique abilities and power-ups that help players progress through the game. And before moving on, drop a like on this video right now. Moving on to number 9, Build Master Marsville. It's a city building simulation game that is set on Mars and challenges players to build a thriving colony on the red planet. The game's graphics are visually stunning with intricate details and animations that created an immersive experience. The game features a range of buildings and structures that players can construct, including living quarters, research lab, power plants and more. Each building has its own unique purpose and benefits, and players must manage their resources to ensure their colony continue to grow. Overall, Buildmaster Marsville is a well-crafted and enjoyable city building adventure game that offers plenty of challenges and customization options. So if you are a fan of simulation games or are looking for a new game to try, Buildmaster Marsville is definitely worth checking out. And on number 8, Valiant Hearts Coming Home. This one is a puzzle adventure game for Netflix members. You will transform into an unknown hero to solve puzzles, handle chaos, and heal wounded soldiers in World War I. As World War I unfolded, two brothers fought to survive in the trenches and they found each other in the midst of chaos. So on that wonderful journey, they meet new heroes, sharing the joy of reuniting and survive the horrors of the Western Front. This game is a continuation of the story of Valiant Hearts The Great War, but compared to that, it's really a short sequel. So if you love puzzle adventure games, then experience Valiant Hearts Coming Home right away. Down to number 7, Koi Remake. It's a puzzle adventure game developed by Do2U Games. The game is a remake of the original game Koi, which was released in 2014. The game follows the story of a small fish named Koi who embarks on a journey through a serene and colorful underwater world. The gameplay of Koi Remake is simple yet engaging. The player controls Koi swimming through various levels and solving puzzles along the way, and the puzzles require the player to navigate through the underwater environment, avoid obstacles and interact with various objects to progress through the game. The game also has a relaxing and calming atmosphere with beautiful visuals and shooting background music, which makes for a great gameplay experience. Coming up at number 6, Guns and Spurs 2. It's an open-world Western-themed action-adventure game. The game is a sequel to the original Guns and Spurs and follows the story of a cowboy on a mission to avenge the death of his family. The gameplay of Guns and Spurs 2 is centered around exploration, combat, and missions. The game is set in a vast open world with a variety of landscapes and environments, including towns, deserts, and mountains. The player can explore the world on foot or on horseback and can interact with various characters and objects along the way. The combat in the game is primarily gun-based, with the player able to use a variety of weapons to take down enemies. Overall, it's a fun and enjoyable open-world action-adventure game that will appeal to fans of the Western genre. However, the game does have some rough edges in terms of controls and technical issues, which may be a bit of a drawback for some players. And on number 5, Escape from the 70s. The game has an incredibly atmospheric escape room quest created by domestic developer Mad Idea X Games. In the game, you can take a real-time trip that will take you back to the 70s of the last century, where you will find various clues, solve intricate puzzles, and find your way back home. In the game, your hero becomes interested in the works of a professor who was engaged in the theory of time travel and accidentally found himself in the past, namely in the professor's apartment in the mid-70s of the last century. So now he has to solve the riddles left by the professor in order to get out of this time and return home again. The game has a first-person view and the control is carried out using a joystick, and players will move around locations, explore different rooms, collect useful items, and solve puzzles. Down to number 4, Morph It. This one is an adventure game with a huge world that tells the story that takes place in a distant future when humanity takes over distant space. Players will transform into Mira, a young woman living in a space station under the care of her father Mason. So at the start of the game, it's a simple quest to gather supplies to support your life activity. In the process of completing the quest, all the mysterious past about Mira and a rare material gradually revealed, and it is a material that many people coveted and sought for a long time called Morph It. So to gain insight into the past, Mira will have to travel to uncharted planets, roam space, and confront alien beings. Overall, it's a great adventure game that you can try, and before moving on, smash the subscribe button now. So, on the third number of the list is SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom. This one is a 3D platformer developed by Purple Lamp Studios and published by THQ Nordic. It was originally released in 2003 for consoles and was later remastered for Android and other platforms. The mobile version of the game features improved graphics and optimized controls for touchscreen devices. The game also includes additional content not found in the original release, such as new levels and playable characters. Overall, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom is a fun and nostalgic game that will appeal to fans of the SpongeBob SquarePants franchise. While it has some flaws in the controls and gameplay, the humor and charm of the game make it an enjoyable experience. And on number 2, Gunfire Reborn. It's a first-person shooter roguelite adventure game. The game takes place in a vibrant and colorful world filled with various enemies and challenges. Players take on the role of a unique hero with their own set of abilities and weapons and must fight their way through a series of randomly generated levels. The game features both single-player and multiplayer modes, with the latter allowing up to 4 players to team up and fight together. Overall, Gunfire Reborn is a fun and addictive first-person shooter adventure that offers a wide variety of weapons and abilities to experiment with. While the roguelite elements progression system may not be for everyone, the game's replayability and multiplayer modes make it a great choice for fans of the genre. Finally, at the top of the list, Harry Potter Magic Awakened. It's a mobile role-playing game developed by NetEase Games in partnership with Warner Bros. The game is set in the wizarding world of Harry Potter and allows players to create their own character and attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The gameplay involves completing quests and challenges, attending classes, participating in duels, and exploring the school and its surroundings. Players can choose to specialize in different magical disciplines such as charms, potions, or defend against the dark arts, and can also collect and upgrade various magical items and spells. Overall, Harry Potter Magic Awakened is a fun and impressive mobile game that offers a unique and authentic Harry Potter experience. While it has some flaws in its monetization and gameplay, the attention to detail and faithful representation of the Harry Potter universe make it a must-play for fans of the series. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. You can also watch my last video about the new multiplayer games of 2023, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel with all notifications on. We'll catch up in the next one. Till then, happy gaming!